Hello, hello, hello! Welcome to the stream. My name is Quimby, and today we're going to be playing Minecraft. I'd like to extend a big congratulations to Corvigate for getting the first channel points reward. Good morning, Gamer Nation. Good morning, Bread Bowl. Gamer Nation, good morning, says CandyBot. Thank you, CandyBot. You're a real one. Colas, thank you for the nothing, absolutely nothing. And also, hi! Who's that fella? This is Scooby36. Hi! How are you? I'm doing so well, thank you for asking. How are you guys doing? It's been a long week, hasn't it? Thank you everyone so much for your patience with me being gone yesterday. I was coming back from visiting my grandparents, and it was during the time that I was streaming. Well, that I would normally be streaming. I'm good. Chatters, I do have a confession to make, which is that well, I'm technically below the number of hours that I would normally deem acceptable to stream. I got like 4 hours of sleep last night. For reasons. Technically, if you get a little funky with it, like 5-ish, but that was separated across some time, and that, yeah. So, we're gonna be careful today. We're gonna, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We're gonna be careful. And this one's a Sunday stream, it's a little shorter anyway, we're gonna be fine. Alright, chatters? That's kind of the main gist of today, is that we're gonna be fine, alright? Don't even worry about it. It's not a problem. Who's this fella here? Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm just mining. I'm going to be watching my words. What do I say? Oh, you can hear it. Oh, you can hear me yawning. I'm gonna be careful. I'm gonna be really careful. I'm gonna be good. This is gonna be great. I could not in good conscience cancel today's stream, you know? You know, chatters? I'd already been gone yesterday. I do so little streaming these days. I just feel like, for the purposes of wanting to do anything at all, I just couldn't. So we're here today. That's the end of our intro section. I'm turning on some tunes. Oh, Colas, thank you for the Rickroll. Much appreciated. Very cool, very pog. Shut up, Windows! Sorry, Windows was trying to talk to me. Let's change the scene as soon as Sparkle finishes. 3, 2, 1, and pop! Alright, here, let's do this in order of those redeems. I'm gonna get the Rickroll marked. If the source wants to load it, there we go. Alright, and yeet you into the void for 1 minute and hydrate. Alright, so let's get that time out. For 60 seconds. And I'm gonna drink water while you're gone. I appreciate that. Alright. We're drinking water. Tasty. Sorry, my ice has clumped uncomfortably. Put a whole ton of ice into this thing. Anyway, should we get mining? I think we should get mining. We've got limited time today and we've got a lot of mining to do. Here we are in this pit. It's been, ooh, I am lagging. It's been like a week. I don't remember anything that I was doing. I'm here, you know. That's great news for me that I'm here. Hang on. Ah! That's exactly the thing I did not want to happen. I'm like lagging for some reason. I don't know what's up with that. Okay, well that is an area that I'm going to get to eventually. You know what? Here, let's just do this. Let's just do it this way. Mine the whole pocket out. Ah! And you know what? That's actually great. That's great. That's great. Nice, convenient little elevator there for me. This was good news. I liked this. This was great for me. I'm probably gonna be coming here some other time. I mean, I could just mine it out right now. What am I thinking? I could just mine out right now. I probably should, to be honest. Here, sorry, I'm being weird. I'm going in through the other. Hello. Oh, that's deep slate. I don't want to mess with deep slate. I don't want to touch deep slate today. Deep slate, who's she? I'm staying firmly in stone territory. We stay stony. We stay stony faced. I knew something like that was gonna happen. That's the other reason why I'm being super careful today with the sleep deprivation is I don't make great decisions while I'm on it. I'm on it like it's some sort of drug. While I'm sleep deprived, I don't make great decisions. So we just simply, we're gonna be careful. Oh, but that's deep slate. I don't want to touch deep slate. We're not going that way. I don't want to touch deep slate. Sick of it. Sick to death of it. Deep slate, pah. I would never. Not today at any rate. I mean, sometimes, you know, getting a good deep slate cave is kind of cool. Sometimes it's like, oh, alright. Oh, alright then. Carry on. But not today. Because today we're staying stony. Remember that, chatters. Remember that? Quote me on that. Call me out on it if I stray from my path. Today we stay stony. Stony faced. Stony hearted. Stoned. Not that one. Well, welcome to me. Why am I lagging? What's up with that? They should simply stop lagging for me. I think that this is a crime committed personally against me, that I am lagging somewhat. I think the game hates me. I think the game said, hey Quimpy, you in particular today, I don't like you. Ah! This is fine. Hi Tally. She bark. It's, you know, it's one of the things that she does on occasion. She barks. Okay, well, this is a cute little pocket. I don't think there's any... Oh, no, there is. There totally is. I was about to say there wasn't, and I would have been wrong. I absolutely would have been wrong about that there was no copper. Goals for today, it is, you know, it just by time constraints gonna be a shorter stream, but I still want to see if I can fill up an entire shulker box full of copper. So for that reasons, I'm straight up locking in on copper collecting. Exploration, never met her. I don't know what you're talking about, actually. We around here, we're straight up mining. I think with this strategy, I will succeed. That's the goal at any rate. Oh, wait, no, there totally is another section here. How did I miss that? What in the... Okay, just making sure I know my way back. That's always the danger when I go into a little aquifer bit like this. It's like, how do I even get out of here? But fear not, I know. It's in my mind, and I'm aware. Me when I know my way home. Not really. I don't know my way home from here. But I certainly know my way back to the other section of the cave that I was exploring. And that's important. Alright, let's take a little look-see around this area. Ooh, that's kind of mad sus, but I don't know if I want to go up that way. That sounds like it'd be an awful lot of work for not really a lot of profit. Besides, there's copper right here. Why would I need to go any further? There's copper literally right here. I'm always saying this. This is the thing that I'm saying that people are listening to me about. Okay. Oh, dearie goodness me. Oh, what a mess. I'm keeping track of my directions. I'm keeping an eye on them, because you know me. I turn around and I'm liable to forget everything in just a single second. But not so. I'm being smart. I'm keeping aware. Of course, I'm probably just going to find like another cave section and immediately get further lost, but whatever. You're into we take a stream of burrito break, I think. Yeah! Burrito break pog. Or at least I would assume I'm not an enjoyer of eating burritos, so I'd assume that taking a burrito break is pleasant, at the very least. I wanted to stand on that. Here we go. Let's also place a torch there just for good luck. Even a little sour cream we try ourselves. Whoa! It's getting real, or I would assume, as someone who's... I don't think I've ever eaten a burrito, actually. And before anyone out there is like, well, how do you know you don't like me? I don't like beans. Checkmate. Beans enjoyers. Sorry, that was unnecessarily antagonistic. It just bothers me when people are like, well, how do you know you don't like something when you've never tried it? And well, I would agree that that has merit on occasion. You know, like, definitely trying things is important. I feel like if there's ingredients that you know for sure that you don't like in something, then it's absolutely reasonable to just know that you won't like it because it has something that you don't like in it, you know? Spawner. We're gonna want to handle that. Actually, here. Okay. Not too bad. Not too... Ah! This is so sad. There's a spider in that spider spawner. Okay. We're chilling. It's really easy to know you won't like a thing in jail. I'm literally always saying this. This is a thing that I've said often and with great enthusiasm. Can I make another... I don't even need to know. Yeah, okay. I know I have another bundle, but like... Now I have 3, you know? Look, this is an unconventional moment to pull out an under chest. That's not what I wanted. Unconventional moment to pull out an under chest, I will agree. Oh, Courtney, thank you for the Rickroll. Much appreciated. Showing my roommates, sorry. Yeah, no worries, no worries. That was a little quiet, actually. Usually I feel like the Rickrolls are a little loud. Maybe I need to adjust the volume on them. Copper's back. Eat, please! Hi! Yes, Copper is very much back. Copper's here to stay. I'm grabbing more food, actually, now that I think about it. I should eat some more food. Sheesh, okay. It's so lovely to see you. Welcome to the stream. Hi! I am mining, as I'm sure you can tell. And yeah, I just got a stack of gunpowder, I don't know. Just a friend, hi! Welcome to the stream. So lovely to see you. I hope you're having a good day today. I'm trying to speedrun copper collection today. I'm trying to lock in. So, yes, there's a lot of darkness out here, and yes, I am worried about that, but more importantly... Okay, well, there's things in my inventory now. More importantly, there's copper over here. Remember, we're focused today. We're locked in. Going back up here, because I remember, yeah, I speedran going through that way because I could tell that there was a spawner. Spawner ain't no good. Not a good day. How are you? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Bad days, not fun. Not fun, funky, fresh. I'm doing very well, thank you for asking, though. Got back from a trip. Admittedly, I am on less sleep than I would normally permit myself for a streaming day. But don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's fine, right? It's gonna be fine as long as no one snitches to myself. We're gonna be fine. Don't worry about it. With a single bit. I support my copper Rickroll or the code build and I joined a Rickroll. So true. We're working on it. We're quite frankly, you know, Rickrolls have been going pretty steadily. Like, admittedly, slower ever since I stopped being able to stream as regularly, but that's just expected. But like, for the rate that I'm streaming at, Rickrolls really are progressing, like, pretty nicely. We'll have that QR code in no time, and by no time I mean eventually. That's probably fine. Oh, is this gonna take me back to the aquifer? Hang on. Oh, I get so lost in these caves, you know? They're just so windy. You know, I'm actually not gonna worry about that. That looks like the kind of thing I don't want to think about at all, ever, now or ever. Thank you so much for the honk friend, and also for the frogs. All right, let's pull them up. Let me see. Whoop. Hello. Okay, there we are. Frogs are brought to you today by just a friend, and you're there. Hello, you're there. Wow, this is amazing news. Woohoo! The goose draws closer. No, I mean the goose already arrived. Remember, the goose killed me. Goose straight up killed me dead. Hang on, we need more frog than that. There we go. Sorry, it was wrong. But yeah, the goose arrived, goose killed me. Now I guess our Ghastly's coming to make a QR code on the top of my cube. My channel points for referrals. Quite a second now dedicated to the role. Could be, yeah. Just killing you as a canon event test. It certainly was. Thank you so much for the frogs, friend. Yeah, Rickrolls are a pretty solid use of channel points, I would say. One of the few things that I've come up with, I feel like does have like regular usage. I should do more things, but like I don't think about anything ever. I'm completely no thoughts head empty like half the time. And that's not true necessarily. Like if you look at it, I think you'll find that I actually am doing quite a bit of thinking. It's just I don't think about things that aren't right in front of my face most of the time. And unfortunately, channel point rewards are not right in front of my face except for when I'm streaming. And when I'm streaming, I can't devote the brain power to making something. You know, it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy, deadly cycle kind of thing. Devastating. Let's whoop. Get all of this put into blacks. Black 'em up, folks. All right. We're blocking out here. Ooh, that's not quite an ender chest. Dang it. Okay. We're close. Can you have head pats here? Just a silly little guy. Me, I am just a silly little guy. Yeah, absolutely can have head pats here. We'll go pat, pat, pat. Bada bing, bada boom. Also, you can tell that my accent has been affected by being nearby my very New Yorker relatives. Some of it is admittedly a little intentional, like I'm not gonna lie about that, but also a lot of it is not intentional. Listen, you go to New York and then all of a sudden yeah. I cannot let myself do the thick accent though. If I do the thick accent, we're never getting out of here. I gotta try to keep it to the involuntary stuff. Cause it is involuntary most of the time. It's not like I'm like, ooh, hee hee, hoo hoo, time to do silly accent. It's just like, I spend time near people who just talk like that, and then, what do you know, right? Is that stock? You say this time for me? How are they out of stock? Hang on. What? No, it shouldn't be out of stock. New Yorker? Yeah, that's me. Yeah. They should be out of stock. The last one was ages ago, and every individual user has gets 5 every stream. That's really weird that saying that's out of stock for you. It should not be so. This is not the way that it should be. by the laws of Quimby, then you should be able to rickroll me 5 times. Twitch doing a silly goofy? Twitch being a silly goofy guy? Could be. I don't make the rules. Oh, goodness gracious me, okay. There's a lot of copper everywhere, and this is good for me! I only get like 1 to 2 per stream. That's so odd! That's so strange. It should be 5. I've definitively set the limit at 5 redeems, and no less. Huh. I perhaps need to look into this at some point, because that's not the way I wanted it set up. Okay, we're really close to 5 stacks of blocks, so I'm just gonna mine this stuff here and then we'll move from there. Hopefully this will. There's no chance that isn't. There's no chance that isn't 4 blocks. Yeah, 11. That's what I thought. All right. Let's leave a torch there for good luck, and then pull out yield endered chest. Let's see. Remember, chatters, our goal is to fill this box by the end of today. And I think we can do it. I think if we lock in, it's gonna happen. And look, also we're getting coal in there. This is great. I'm surely going to have enough smelting materials at the end of all of this. Maybe my device banned me specifically. You know, that could be. That could very much be. I would be upset if I was please. Oh, eat please. Thank you for the rickroll. They haven't worked. Yay! Woohoo! Woohoo! How did it's coming in so quiet though? That's really odd. Is it coming in quiet for you guys? Do I need to adjust the volume on that? Hang on. Give me just a sec. Hang on. Oh gosh, it wants to send me a... Hang on, I just want to adjust the volume! Give me just a second. Is it not too quiet? Cool. I'm just gonna turn up a little bit. I'm just gonna look. Rickroll. Okay. All right, that should have it updated. Should just be a little bit louder now. Did I get that one marked, the one that you just did? I feel like I did. Let me know if I didn't. I've got no thoughts out empty while I'm streaming, so I'll not be upset if you guys remind me of my obligations. Colas, thank you for the rickroll. Yeah. That's a bit of a nicer volume for me. Let me know if you guys want it louder. Ooh, that's deep slate. I ain't touching that. We're not getting too close to the deep slate today. I don't like the placement of all of this, but I don't love the gravel. I'm not a gravel enjoyer. I don't like, and we're really close to deep slate. And I also remember where we are even. I don't know. I think I don't remember which direction I was supposed to be going. Like, yeah, there's still copper here, and that is ultimately the most important thing, but also, like, what are we even doing here, you know? What's going on? I'm always saying this. No one will tell me. I'm always asking, and they refuse to let me know what's going on. I say hello, 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 and then they don't tell me. I don't even know the words I'm saying right now. This is sleep deprivation, Quimby. Okay, there's some copper here. Remember, that's good. Remember, in the handbook of mining, which you all should have been given before you entered the mines here with me, as part of our little expedition today. In the handbook of mining, it should have a big green check mark next to copper, and a smaller green check mark next to coal, and a guy going next to literally anything else. And remember, it's important that he's going If he isn't, then I do think you have received a defective copy, and I'm going to have to ask you to please talk to someone when we get back to camp, and we'll get you all fixed up with a proper copy. The guy isn't going then that's it. We're all doomed. Dead instantly. Not really, because we have to have time to take you back to camp to get this fixed, but the potential is there. Well, thank you for the rickroll. Good luck with copper. Thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for listening to my rambles. Alright. Beep, 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 beep. Do I remember my way back? I hopefully do. I hope I remember at least a little bit. Ooh. There is copper here. Remember, there's... Ooh. The most important thing today isn't navigating well, it is just getting copper. And undeniably, there is copper entering my inventory at the moment. Which all sources would seem to indicate is a positive trend on the amount of copper in my inventory. So, I don't know, folks. Maybe we just embrace getting lost today. But then I'd feel, if I lost my way, I feel like it'd be hard to find other places with copper. Like, what if I start to run out of copper? I'm like, well, I guess this has no more copper. But it did have more copper. I was just silly. I don't know what I'd do with myself, honestly, if that was the case. I would be devastated. I would be distraught. I'd be really upset, actually, if that happened to me. Which is why I will certainly endeavor not to have that happen. Okay, fine. I was literally just about to turn around. But I suppose there's some copper here. Now, I don't want to be touching no deep slate. Let me get one thing clear. I'm not happy about this. I'm really not enjoying the contact with the deep slate. I said I didn't want it, and I stand by that. But look, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, and what you gotta do is you gotta get the copper. What? I swear it's not intentional. Even when it's exaggerated, like, I swear it's not intentional. I could pick up this coal, but sorry, not coal, gold. But honestly, I think I probably shouldn't. Remember, there's the guy going and I'd have to listen to my mining manual that everyone is equipped with at the start of the expedition. If I don't listen to the mining manual, then that's it. Remember, we all die instantly if I don't listen to the mining manual. So really, I'm doing us all a favor here by making the executive decision to go back there and not pick up the gold. You're welcome. I'm doing you all a great kindness today. I hope you're grateful. Beep, 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 beep. And look at this. Look with a solid copper deposit. I'm trying to be really careful with my differentiation between copper veins and copper deposits. And to be clear, this is a distinction that I've mostly made up in my mind. I do not claim that this has any actual bearing on like real copper mining or whatever. But in my mind, a deposit is exposed copper, and a vein is copper that's hidden within the earth, within the ground. Now, technically, I actually need to be going back this way. I need to be going up here. But I see the copper right now, and I just don't... I see no reason to not mine the copper. It's right here. I'm right here. My pickaxe is right here, quite frankly. This seems to indicate something to me. And what's indicating is that I should mine the copper. Also time to block it up. This is good. This is good. We're making good progress on this. I'm very pleased with the improvements that you've shown today, me. Now I know that there's still time for me to get lost in the mire and lose my focus and all. There's always time for that. Let's be honest with ourselves, it could happen at any moment. But quite frankly, I think we're doing well today. I think we're kinda making it happen. I think this is good news. And I will be going back up the waterfall, don't you worry. Or technically not up the waterfall. It's like a little ledge section nearby the waterfall. Kind of a complicated thing, but the important thing is that I remember where I'm supposed to go. And I will be heading there after I leave a torch here. Do I need to leave a torch there? Maybe not. But just no reason to leave these things up to chance, right? Okay, so yeah, if we go back up this way. Let me go up here, let me go through there. Yeah, there we go, okay. And I don't actually remember if there's anything up here that I need to get, but I did start up here and then I just kind of kept going that way, so I think this makes sense. How did I... Oh, I probably placed one of these blocks afterward. I was like, how did I get through that? Okay, let's see where this leads me back to. I do not wish to go that way. I do not wish to go that way one whit. Okay, that way and that way. Presumably I've already explored these, but let's check it out. Let's also eat some food. Let's eat some steak, you know, stay up on that eating things game. Okay, well this leads me back to here, but I think that the other route will also lead me back to here. I think I'm trying not to confuse myself on which way to go to get out of here, so I'm intentionally being more careful with my torch trails. Yeah, because this definitely leads me back into that same area. This makes sense. Okay, this is good. This is good. I know there's coal in the ceiling, but ceiling deposits are just so much hassle. You know, when you gotta like make your way up vertically. I just don't vibe with it much. And as much as I'm trying to focus on actual collecting of things and not, you know, and really be speedrunning this, I do also think that there's an effort factor in the mix where could I use my time more efficiently to get easier to reach deposits and instead of the ceiling ones, because I don't think I'm ever gonna run out of copper to mine. It's a really common resource. Dripstone caves are everywhere. You know, like I've got options on where to find copper ore. It's really time is my biggest limiter. So I gotta be trying to do things that make the best use of my time. See, it all makes sense when I put it that way. Or I hope it makes sense. It makes sense to me. I guess that doesn't necessarily mean it'll make sense to anyone else. But it makes sense to me. And I'm the one doing the mining, so I'd hope that that accounts for something. But yeah. So trying to do more mining of easier to reach deposits that over time is going to build up to ultimately faster mining trips. If that makes any sense. Ah, deep slate. I'm trying to gain altitude here. I got pretty low on this one. And it's not that there isn't copper lower. It's just like less plentiful, and also making my way through deep slate is a pain. So we're just trying to, you know, make best use of my time. That's all. It's the same sort of thing. Okay, right torches, right torches. What do we got up here? Left torches. Okay. We're backtracking. Now, where would I have come from? So I'm just taking a little look-see. I think geodes are neat. Big fan of geodes. Okay. Did I come through? Yes, I came through the geode. Yes, this makes sense to me. Now the question is at what point I branch off again. Because some of these presumably lead to tunnels. I was like, okay, I'll handle that later. And I just don't know at which point that starts happening. Yeah, this all seems pretty cleaned out. Oh, I remember I found the tiny little mine shaft there. That was crazy. Yeah, what was up with that? Or I guess actually it seems like I might need to explore the mine shaft further. Potentially? I mean, it's a little tiny thing. This is my way out of here. But what's over this way? Did I already get all of this? Yeah, it's just a tiny little mine shaft. I don't think I've ever seen a mine shaft that tiny before. Just absolutely minuscule. Okay, and then this leads back over to here. Uh-huh. And this leads over to here. Deep slate. Don't think I want to be messing with that. But I do want to go that way. Uh-huh. I remember all of this. Well, maybe not all of this, but like I remember the general strokes. Oh gosh, more mine shaft. I remember the general strokes of why I was doing what I'm doing. Is that? Okay, I don't think this is a spawner. I was really worried when I saw that many cobwebs in a row, but it's not a spawner. It's just a bunch of cobwebs in a row, which is notably different. Achoo! Ah! Missed my shot. Devastating. I've been really bad with the bow lately. I don't get what that's about. Like if I'm doing precision shots or something, I feel like I've got it pretty much on lock. So if I'm just trying to do something casual, like hit a creeper, I don't know what it is, but I'm not doing well. At any rate, creeper didn't get me. We live another day. Let's head up to here and start excavating. It's a nice little pocket, you know, some really good exposed copper deposits. Had a little hint of something spooky with that mine shaft, but ultimately, like, it seems like a decently safe area. Like, who knows? Maybe I'll be mining one of these and pop into another section of mine shaft. I honestly wouldn't be surprised. That does kind of tend to be how mine shafts go. But like really, it's not so bad here. Oh, why do I still have string in my inventory? Okay, let me eat that way. I think that's a suitable punishment for its crimes. And what crimes may those be, you ask? I don't like them. And in Minecraft, that's a cardinal sin. So we're chillin'. Okay. Alrighty. Just a little deposit there, nothing much. Then we got this over here. That's a nice solid little bit. Am I gonna sneeze? Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna sneeze. Whew. It's always a question whenever the feeling arises. At least we got that handled nice and quick, and there wasn't you know, the will they won't they of sneezing. Sneezing, the original will they won't they. It's like, what? Is it gonna happen? What? Oh, I've got dirt in my inventory. How did I get dirt in my inventory? That's upsetting. It goes right there now. Okay, 5 stacks of blocks is an ender chest. Not that literally like makes an ender. It mean I put them away. I put them away in the ender chest. All right. Now the one danger of being at a section where I'm backtracking is that I do have to work harder to find just actual deposits of materials. And this little area has been great, but it's not very large. So I'm gonna have to start backtracking further, and backtracking is dangerous. It's really easy to get caught in a spiral of just eternal running through hallways when you're backtracking. Like, I think some of the most unproductive mining sessions that I've had like ever have been when I've needed to backtrack. So I'm really hoping that this is not the case here, and that I can very cleanly and easily find another route to start going down. But honestly, who knows? So seriously, who knows? I could be in a really tight spot here. And hopefully that's not the case. I'm really hoping that's not the case. Torch for good luck. And this little area has been solid. This has gotten us a good amount of, you know, ingots and whatnot. But ooh, spooky! This is potentially dangerous for me. Not dangerous isn't. Not life-threatening dangerous. I'm sure you understand. Well, I mean, it could be. That's a pit. I really don't want to go down, but I keep looking at it. I think my way out is through here. Left facing torch, okay. Left facing torch. You know what? That area is going down, but I think I am gonna chance going through it a little bit. Just because there's copper right here. And again, I'd like to really maximize my copper mining opportunities. So we'll see how useful this offshoot actually is. There's every chance that we get in here and it's a complete dud, but I'm holding out hope that this is something good. Or at the very least, you know, a little worthwhile place to explore. Like that would be alright too. Already we're off to a good start. That was a great copper deposit. I think that's left well enough by this torch, so I don't need to worry about it. I need to do a little bit more mining. I'm running low on stone, but I say I need to do more mining as if that's not literally all I'm doing. Like that. That's good. Got a nice... Added one singular piece of stone to my stack. Maybe someday I shall make enough to pay my father's debts. Bring on, little Victorian child in my head. Sure, man. Okay. Okay. Unless there's like something crazy around that turn, I think this might be the end of our journey with this particular little area. Which would be alright. That's, I think, like 3 really solid copper deposits. Nothing to complain about with that. Okay. But let's see. Because maybe there will be. Oh! Oh, wait, but this leads down to... this is the same one as here. I got my hopes up. Got all excited for it. Oh, well. Alright. That was a good one. I don't want the uncertainty of the future to take away from the fact that that was a really, really solid little exploration to have done. Okay. Let's see what's this way. Oh, okay. This has promise. There's potential. There is some copper right here. Which, you know, doesn't necessarily promise anything except for just the copper right here, which is pretty good. I'll take that promise. Oh no, I'll buy it. Sure, why not? Okay. Because remember, chatters, the big goal is to finish filling a shulker box by today. Which is a bit of a tall order considering that I currently have, you know, like 50 more minutes to stream. But I think I can do it. I think I can manage it. It's about locking in. It's about locking in and managing priorities. And honestly, yeah, a bit of luck with having good gathering spots. So far, we have. And I'm tentatively hopeful about this next section. Put some drifts in there. I'll just place it somewhere. Okay, yeah. Let's just make a little dripstone. Sure, that works. Okay. I think this might connect with an area that I've previously seen. Yep, there's torches over there. Oh, goodness. Oh, Shetron, hi. Hello. Thank you for the knot first. And thank you for the boop. Did the boop sound? Claus, thank you for the rickroll. Sorry, I may have been just so locked in on copper collection. Hi, Spoon. Lovely to have you here. How are you doing today? Hope you are vibing. I hope you're having a good day. Good time. I am locking in. I'm straight up locking in. Okay. Oh yeah, there's the area. I've got high hopes. I've got high hopes for this. Okay. Okay. This could be good. This could be major. Let's just see where this connects up here. Okay, this area, I think I am content to call its own little private section. Beep, bop, beep, bop. Torches. Okay. Oops, I just didn't hear it. Doing good, having breakfast right? Nice. Oh, sorry I didn't hear that. That's big. That's silly of me. I'm sorry, I really am just so locked in. I'm so determined to finish a shulker box today. And I've got such a limited time, you understand. Clock is ticking, always ticking. So I need to oh, I need to make sure to be locking in today. Alright. And it's going really well, to be honest. I think I'm popping off. Gotten a pretty solid, decent amount of copper so far. We're keeping up the streak. I just found a little new area to explore. This is a really solid copper deposit. So, yeah, that's kind of the way it's running. Cheese and crackers and grapes. Oh, that's a really solid breakfast. I almost had something similar. I had pretzels and cheese. Just pretzels and cheese, no grape. Mostly because I didn't have any grapes. I might have eaten some grapes if I had them. I like grapes. Poisonous to dogs though, did you know? So don't, to any dog owners out there, be careful not to feed your dog grapes. They're like mega bad for them. Just a little Quimby PSA here. Okay, I could go for that copper up there. I think going for that over there is gonna be my next kind of thing that I do. Ooh, I could go deeper there though. But no, I think going for this is good. I think also killing these skeletons is good. You know what? Yeah, let's get this area lit up somewhat. This is close enough. Bat! I've killed more bats on this mining trip than I think I have ever in my life. They just keep getting in front of my axe and my arrows and everything. I don't understand this. I don't know why they're doing it that way. And by them I mean the bats. I don't know why the bats are doing it this way. Ah! I don't want to be killing bats, please. Please, please. I don't want to kill bats. I like them. I like the bats. See, look. Huh? That guy's stuck in a wall. Oh, that's what a diaper to use that? That is only the sheets. No, no, no. No, your dog who only eats grapes. No. This very real scenario. What's up? Well, alright. That was a delightful little connection in the midst of all of this. I'm very sorry for killing that other bat. I really didn't mean to. I feel, quite frankly, kind of awful about it. It just got in the way. I was very clearly aiming for the zombie, and then the bat was just suddenly there. Why do they do that? It's really annoying, quite frankly. Particularly when you're someone who doesn't want to kill bats. Oh, I've got, hang on. Whoop! Alright, there we go. Yeah, I think that's gonna be an ender chest time for me. I've been pushing it sometimes recently, trying to go for 6 or 7. But, nah, we're chilling today. We're just doing it as we go. I just need 9 more, which is pretty major. Here, let's pick up some more stone while we're here. Beautiful. Just a little bit of extra stone, just so I can, you know, maneuver around, have blocks and whatnot. I'll get to that eventually. Oh, I should leave a torch there for good luck. Whoop. Ooh, I love when there's mysterious coal that wants you to dig straight down. That's one of my favorite things. I really enjoy that. Thank you, Cole. Okay. Sorry. I think it'd genuinely be the dream to be a voice actor who just makes, like, who voices a character who doesn't say any words. Just a character that makes various noises. I would just so genuinely love that. Like, voice acting isn't a pet dream of mine or anything. It's not something where I'm like, but what I really want to be doing is being a voice actor. Like, that's just not true about me. Would I jump at the chance if I got it? Absolutely yes, but again, it's not something I'm looking to make a career out of. But I think it would just be so good. Kitty, are you still making that copper cube? I am. Legend of Zelda. Yeah, I want to be like Legend of Zelda. I just want to go ha ha ha. That's what I want to do. But yes, I'm still making a big cube. That's the current endeavor. How long has it been so far? Oh, it's been years at this point. I'm over halfway though. I just gotta put it out there. I am over halfway. And at the rate that these mining trips go nowadays, I'm scheduled to be around 6/10 of the way done when I finish this mining trip, which admittedly I've not done yet, so I shouldn't say that I'm 6/10 of the way. Anyway. Yeah, still working. Yeah, voice acting, I love doing stupid voices, and I love to get paid for it. See, I respect that. I think it's a delightful thing, and I really love when it's like real voice actors and not just like someone famous using their voice, big fan of real voice acting. Okay, we're just gonna clear some of this gravel and then place a new torch to replace the torch that I had previously destroyed. I think voice actors do great work. Love that for them. I don't personally have any huge grand aspirations to be one. But I think that it is an industry that should pay people better. Because they do some absolutely incredible things with it. But yeah. I do, and don't get me wrong, I do love doing silly voices on my own time. That's hobby silly voices, which I'm perfectly content with. Okay. We're getting into Deep Slate section, which I do not want to be in. Really very much do not want to be in Deep Slate section. There is copper here. I'm not gonna deny myself the copper, and I do want to chase that tunnel a little bit, see if it'll start heading up again at any point. But but we're gonna keep in mind I don't want to let it run too far, because I know the way that Deep Slate can be sometimes, where you think it'll take you up and then it just will not actually do that. So I'm watching. I've got my eye on it. Alright. That's good enough there. Voice actors, don't try for the voices, just talk normally. I feel like Gilbert Gottfried and Sean Benjamin said they call me complaint voices. That's okay, I think. Just not entertaining. Yeah, I would agree with that take. It's just not entertaining when it's someone just using their regular voice, unless they're doing something funky with it, I think, as mentioned. Like, there's no hard and fast rules, I think, of what makes it good or not. It's just if you're putting in effort and trying to be... I can't even just say trying. If you're putting in effort to be entertaining, in a way that works well with the medium. How does that sound? I think that's... Chris Pratt cough? Yeah. No, I really like, Chris Pratt's voice in the Lego Movie. I think him voicing Emmett was a really was a really lovely time, actually. So genuinely, I think it holds up. Like even all of these years later, I think Chris Pratt Emmett is solid. That's where it should have stayed. He can have Emmett. I'll say his voice from Mario in the movie was not as bad as people say. Every time I say that, I get like crucified. No, definitely it wasn't as bad as it could have been. I will 100% agree that that could have gone a lot worse than it did. But that doesn't mean that I wouldn't have preferred something more Mario, you know? It was not a total train wreck. However, that's my take on it. I see the movie's favorite Mario's the regular Jibba Brooklyn's of Bing Bing Yahoo. I do think, personally for me, and again this is personal opinions, I personally would have preferred a more games accurate Mario voice, just because I really want to see how they would pull that off with the established character. But I'm not, again, I'm not gonna say that Chris Pratt was as bad as it could have been. For playing a gimmick is that he's normal and boring, then a regular voice is really the only option. For like a movie, yeah. Complain about Chris Pratt, but don't say anything about Charlie Day because he sounds nothing like Luigi. I did notice that. Definitely not my sweet little guy. But also he just wasn't in the movie like that much, I think. Like for me, the issue with movie Luigi is honestly less his voice and more that I just wanted more of him. Like maybe if we got more of him, then we can start talking about like how well his voice matches and everything. But I think if I like to try to limit my critiques somewhat when I'm in the mood for it. I would, yeah, but I'd just much rather I'd much rather complain about how little screen time Luigi got than about his voice actor. I've not seen the Mario movie, so no real opinion there, you know? Solid take there. Solid take. Charlie Day to death, but he doesn't sound like Luigi. I was waiting for the type of voice he's going for, like I said about Mario, but you know, the double standard. Yep. But yeah, I just wanted more of Luigi. You're gonna give me a Super Mario Bros. Movie and then have one of the bros in it for like 5 minutes of screen time tops, and then including him in like the final battle things. Like, don't get me wrong, I love the, you know, the brotherhood themes and everything. I do appreciate that quite a bit, that was the direction they took it. Semicolon, however, comma, where's Luigi? Give him to me now. Where is he? Why was he? There just wasn't a lot of him. Chris Pratt as Garfield on the other hand? Absolutely not. Oh, I've not seen Chris Pratt as Garfield, or heard, I guess, technically. I've not heard Chris Pratt as Garfield. That sounds... Sheesh. Do not... Whoa. Sir! You cannot just insert yourself into... I'm killing this guy. Hang on. I'm also killing this guy. Anywho, give the sounds of doom a second to fade out of my ears. Look, if they're gonna get that up close into my mining, I was gonna look them in the eyes at some point. May as well take it on my own terms. It makes sense for people to be pickier about the casting of the main character than Luigi, who seems like is not really there. He really gets just not a lot of screen time. Again, I wanted more of him. Brotherly love in the Mario movie. It was so cute, dude. It was so endearing. I loved it. I cried so much over the Mario movie. I was sobbing in tears in the theater. It was a really solid brotherly love thing, you know? I just wanted more of Luigi so that when he shows up and they're doing things together at the end, then it feels more like a complete character arc for both of them. You know? I think I can't imagine Garfield is Bill Murray. Frank Welker. I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen a Garfield voiced by anyone. Live action movies too much as a kid. Donkey Kong was also really fun in the movie. I really liked movie Donkey Kong. I want 12 billion movies made about that guy. I'm not, that's not really my opinion. If they made 12 billion of them, most of them would suck. I wanted more of that guy too. I really liked the rivals to lovers, rivals to friends thing that he and Mario had going on. Really solid work there. When they were in the fish, loved when they were in the fish. We're going because you have the new Donkey Kong design, or literally just objectively wrong because the new design is much more cute and expressive. I think he's going to have a spin-off, I heard. I'd probably watch that. I mean, it depends obviously on what I can see from the trailer and what production looks like and everything and what direction they take it. Like, I never want to like blankly commit to anything. But I mean, yeah, I liked the guy in the movie. Yeah. Donkey? Question mark? Kong. That's how I feel about that. Is the Mario movie sequel is gonna have more Luigi? Please. My goat Wario is gonna be there. Oh yeah. Listen, if they did Wario and Waluigi, I think first of all, it would have potential to go completely horribly. They'd, misunderstand the appeal of all of the characters, yada yada yada. That would definitely be an option. I really hope that they would just lock it in, though. I mean, for a character as iconic as Waluigi, you can't mess that one up. People will riot. You gotta handle a character like that with care, with heart. You gotta really put the effort in. Bop. Okay. Whoop. 8. Danny DeVito's Wario. I'm not going. Danny DeVito, Wario, and Willem Dafoe, Waluigi. I don't know how I'd feel about Danny DeVito as Waluigi, actually, though, because I feel like, Danny DeVito has such an iconic sound to his voice that I feel like it'd be difficult for me to see him as just Wario. Sorry, did I say Wario? I don't remember if I said Wario. Danny DeVito is Wario. Sorry. Danny DeVito, Wario. Sorry, I meant Wario, and I think I said Waluigi. That's on me. I apologize. Yeah, but I think I'd have trouble hearing Danny DeVito as anyone other than Danny DeVito in the role of Wario. Which is not what I want, necessarily. It's like the only Frank Welker Garfield I've seen is Garfield's Pet Force. Iconic is Fred Jones, though. Garfield media after the original voice packs away, I think. Neat. I don't think I've ever seen a single, like, voiced version of Garfield. I read the comics obsessively as a kid. And when I say obsessive, I mean I was reading them over and over and over again. But I've never. I think I would be upset by any voice version of it because they wouldn't get it right. And that sounds exactly like a take that I would have. Ooh, interesting. Same with Donkey Kong and Seth Rogen. I don't know who Seth Rogen is. Who is that? I don't know. Oh, CandyBot wants me to drink some water. Thank you, CandyBot. Did see Garfield show? Can you sell more impact on me though? Fair enough. I've not seen a single one of the movies. Yeah, I have no clue who Seth Rogen is. So, that's not a problem for me. Wimby, the second one he gets Princess and the Paupered. He gets Princess and the Paupered? Garfield? Oh, I don't know about that. I don't know. I don't know about that one. That's mad sus, I think. That's crazy. Look, it's like 90% of media that people are like, this is something that everyone knows. I don't know it. And then I just know I know so much like obscure or weird or old stuff. It's look. I've got a very strange media exposure without any particular pattern to it, I think. Like I'm trying to think if there's like any way to specifically explain like the kind of media consumption pattern I've had with like popular IPs, and quite frankly I do not think that there is one. Alright, chatters, we just need 4 more stacks of blocks. I think this is possible. I just need to lock in. I just need to lock in. Find some more offshoots. This one looks like it's headed purely down. I do not want to go purely down. Off topic, I'm sad over Scooby-Doo in Fortnite. I'll single-handedly get me playing the game again. They're putting Scooby-Doo in Fortnite? Oh, I've never played Fortnite at once ever. I've yet to play Fortnite, and I was in like school when it came out. Like kids who have unreasonable free time to play games like that at school. I've not played Fortnite ever. He was the snobby version of himself on holiday, and after the Switch introduces his new estate to lasagna and fun stuff. Huh. Very well, might be time for a rewatch from the Friends TBH. That tracks to me. That tracks. Most things are, to be honest. Turns out a lot of things are intended to be done as group bonding experiences, which then elevates the experience beyond just what the gameplay inspires. But you know, there's only like the only people I would have been playing video games with very often growing up would be like my siblings, and there was only one computer and only one console, and nothing would like play together. I guess we do multiplayer Heroes of Might and Magic though, but that's a very different experience. Yeah, we do multiplayer Heroes of Might and Magic 3. Which is not quite the same as doing Fortnite in a group. Had a great time though. I've played Heroes on stream a couple times, and it's a very fun game. I really want to see if I can get Heroes 2 to work with streaming somehow, because Heroes 2 is a very fun game. I do in general prefer it over Heroes 3, but it is much older, and by much older I mean like a year or two older, which puts it squarely in like 1995. But yeah. Love a Simpsons episode. Simpson Popper is a very popular scenario. This is true. You know the Simpsons versions, and they invented it. Ah yes, the classic French tale, The Simpsons. Switch to their doppelganger and stuff. We should play Just Dance at some point. We should. I would genuinely love to play Just Dance with you. Let's make it happen. That sounds awesome. That sounds sick. Let's not do it right now because I'm streaming though. Imagine you just come over and we start playing Just Dance right now. That would be wild then. Miss Abba, so much I'm not joking. Then yeah, let's do it. Let's make it happen. I have every single dance memorized pretty much. Well, not all of them. There's some that were not my dances that I don't have. Most of the ones I've got the high score on, I think I've practically got memorized. Simpsons was written by Shakespeare and was adapted into a show later. Oh! This makes sense to me. Shakespeare actually also did not write Prince and the Pauper. Fun fact. I'm pretty sure it is originally like a French story. Forgot about that. I'll credit to Shakespeare. You know what? Sure. Yeah, I'll credit to Shakespeare. Yeah. Yep. But, thumbs up. Smiley face. This is fine. Ooh, I did not leave any torches here. Okay. Okay. That, I think, is pretty well done and explored out. Let's just go down here and, yeah. Okay. Which way did I come from? Aha! I'm so good at navigating. Is this where I just was? I'm gonna be so real. I don't think this is where I just was. Yes, no, it was. I was just here. No, this is good. This is fine. I was just looking at it from a different direction. Let's build ourselves a little platform, shall we? Yep, alright. Woo! It's called like Thine Simpsons. Thine Simpsons. Simsploin. Sorry, thy Simsploin. How could I forget the Shakespeare classic, thy Simsploin? That's so silly of me. Man. Unbelievable from someone who claims to have studied the arts. Sheesh, my theater minor is screaming at me right now for forgetting Shakespeare's Thy Simpswoin. Oh my gosh, I can't believe this. This is so cringe. And we should just do the choreography. We should just do it. Whoop. I did take a Shakespeare class actually as part of my theater minor. We didn't cover Thy Simpswoin, but that's because, you know, we're doing stuff that was just a little bit more introductory. It was lost for centuries, and very recently we discovered Thy Simpswoin. Yep. Oh, like Ian McKellen! Oh, this makes sense to me. Well, that is gone forever. That bit of copper ore. Not chasing that. Okay. Bartholomew Simsploin. Yep, everyone's favorite Shakespeare character, Bartholomew Simsploin. What a beautiful, tragic tale. I'm sure so many people have written their thesis on it. It's really quite abhorrent that I'd forgotten about its existence for even but a mere moment. just want to be at a point where this zombie isn't gonna knock me into that abyss. You know? Okay. That's good enough. Oh, hello. Daylight? Wilden. Let's... I don't really want to venture into the daylight. Let's just see what we can get here. Remember, we're so close to filling the shulker box. We are locked in. Whoop. Oh, thank you for the book, Colas. Much appreciated. Shakespeare named Homer Simpson. Who's named after he wrote the Odyssey? Oh, I'd forgotten that classic detail of the tale of the Simpsons. Oh, that's gonna cause problems for me. Well, this is fine. This is fine. I'm not really interested in daylight, but there is copper out in daylight. How could I forget? Wait, do you guys know what I'm talking about when I said, like, Ian McKellen? Wait, sorry, this is important to me. Was that a sentence that made sense? Those words I said. Was that legible? I don't think legible is the word I'm looking for. Was that good? The actor say the words again? I was talking about Shakespeare's lost works. Ian McKellen originated the lead role of one of Shakespeare's plays, actually. There was a lost, I don't know if lost is necessarily the word, an either lost or unpublished Shakespeare play that was very recently, like a decade or two ago, which is recent as far as Shakespeare goes, I'm sure you understand. But it was performed for the first time, and Ian McKellen played the lead role. So Shakespeare's lost masterpieces like Ian McKellen. I think it was just unpublished. Comprehensible. Thank you. He's a fantastic Shakespearean actor, but I have no connection to The Simpsons. So Ian McKellen should play Homer. Yeah. Yeah, he totally should. That's, you know, I think you're onto something there. I think you've got it. I think you've cracked the I think you've cracked the code of the perfect role for Ian McKellen. Sir Ian McKellen, noted actor. But I do think it's cool that that Sir Ian McKellen originated a Shakespeare role. I think he deserves it, quite frankly. I think if anyone at all deserves that honor, it is Sir Ian McKellen. Just, yeah, genuinely love that for him. What an icon. He absolutely ate as Chauvelin in the Scarlet Pimpernel movie. Like, I do not have words to describe just how much this man ate that role. It was really good. Kinda... Whoa, you know? There's not a ton I can say about the Scarlet Pimpernel if you've never read it or seen the movie or play or anything. Other than Sir Ian McKellen, sir, who gave you permission to pop off so intensely like that? Who has permitted this, I say? Okay, let's make a nice little spat. Okay, we're close. We're close. Leonardo DiCaprio's Bart. Yep. We've got the ideal casting being said right here. This is the perfect casting for Shakespeare's lost masterpiece. Thy Sim Spoin. The Thine Sim Spoin, sorry. Yep. I'm so excited to see this on stage. I hope they do it at the Globe. It would be really nice to see the piece returned to its ancestral home. I think that would really heal something in the theater community. Oh man. But yeah, if you guys haven't seen the Scarlet Pimpernel movie, you should absolutely see the Scarlet Pimpernel movie. Actually, technically, you should probably read the book first, because I do think that the book is best when it's the first iteration of the story that you're having. Or that you're experiencing. But I do not think it would be a crime to watch the movie first, necessarily. Mostly just because, yeah, Ian McKellen did just wreck that role. He's such a good Chauvelin. Just the perfect amount of, like, mousy but conniving. If that makes any sense. He's kind of a rat, but he's not ashamed of it. Being a rat is very good for him. In fact, it means he does his job well. I don't know. Characters that drive me crazy. Chauvelin, Scarlet Pimpernel. Particularly when Ian McKellen plays him. Ooh, I could go for that cold air, but honestly, I just don't like operating over that gap. I just really don't like that. It fills my bones with anxiety. Which is not a thing that you usually want your bones to be filled with. You want your bones to be filled with, like, marrow. You want them to be making blood, not anxiety. Did you guys know that bones make blood? Is that a thing that you guys were aware of? I mean, it's pretty common knowledge. A fun little fact, if you were wondering where blood comes from, where your body produces it from, it is from the bones. The bones are out there, making blood. That's the purpose of marrow. It's blood making. Oh, cool. Yeah, it's pretty neat. Which is why bone marrow donations are so strenuous, is because it, like, depletes your body's ability to make blood. Well, I mean, also because they're usually, like, putting needles in your bones. That's pretty strenuous. That's, like, pretty tough on the human body. So, like, it makes sense that it is a rough operation. But recovery is partly so tricky because blood-making capabilities are little squeeze tight there. This is biology facts with Quippy. Or would that be more of an anatomy fact? I think that might fall more under the realm of an anatomy fact. Still, learning things about the human body since 2021. There we go. I don't know why I'm so bad with my arrows lately. That's really upsetting. But it's fine. Survivable, ultimately. I have school tomorrow. I have work tomorrow. I've been off work for a couple of days because I've been out of state. Really very much not looking forward to going back. It's fine. I even like my job for the most part. Just I'm I'm not looking forward to the 8 to 5 grind, you know? Not looking forward to that. It's ugh. Not an enjoyer. It's like why do they get to tell me when I have to wake up? What's up with that? Okay, let's see if we can finesse this a little. Because I want this copper, but again, working over a drop. Alright, that seems good enough there. Let's get this here. Beep, beep, beep. This is a nice little deposit. I like this one. I approve of this. There's some water in case things go south. This seems like a decent size. This is good. Whoop, that's my inventory full. Whoop, 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 whoop. Beautiful. Okay. We're just about to enter chest time, but also we're kind of pushing the furthest limits of stream time. So I kind of want to just do the rest of this in like a big push to see how far I can get. And it does mean that we're going to have to be pulling out the crafting table a bit more often. But that's alright by me. I don't really have a problem with that. Okay, alright. I want to be careful with my next steps on this. Oh, hello. Or else I have the capacity to just utterly confuse myself. What the heck? Is up with my shooting lately? Sir? Okay, whatever. Whatever, it's fine. But yeah, no, I've got the capacity to really confuse myself in this next bit if I'm not careful, so I will attempt to do my best to not confuse myself that much. I do think it's time to start backtracking here, though. Yeah, over here, at least. I know where I am. What? 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 Wah! Okay, yes, over to here. But then that section, I feel like I need to take all of that on as I'm moving backwards more still. I think for my purposes, I need to go back here. Oh, hello. Oh, I totally missed that there was this copper deposit right here. Oh, and this leads into more aquifer. Okay, well that's surely not going to cause any problems for me. I'll take a look around. Some copper up here, that's good. Clean, nice. Nice solid bit of luck there. Aquifers are really easy to get lost in, because sometimes even like the angle that you approach the exit at is what will help you determine that it's the right way to go. And let me tell you, I can get lost just going in circles and circles and circles. Okay, let's take a second to block up. Okay. Funky little deposit. I think this is actually a deposit that led into a vein. If I'm gonna try and categorize it, which I am because it's silly. Whoa! Oh gosh. Okay, we will return to that, I think. Or maybe we won't, who knows? Certainly not at this moment. Mostly because I don't particularly want to investigate that further right at this particular time. I'm having a lovely time right here. Lovely-ish. There's a creeper there. let's see. Boom, got him. Okay, there's no longer a creeper there. I'm having a lovely time right here. Another creeper falls on my head instantly. Okay. Okay, this is the top section of that other area. I'm okay with this being our next goal. But I actually will say, I believe we're gonna take that on next time. So for now, let's do the triumphal finish of the shulker box. Would you look at that, with 2 extra to spare. That's an entire shulker box filled and 2 more in. Okay. I've still got quite a ways to go, still got a lot of shulker boxes to fill, but I think that was good progress that we made today. Really solid locking in, I think. So thank you everyone so much for coming to the stream today. I hope you had a good time. I will be back for sure on Saturday. Saturdays and Sundays are pretty much the days I'm most clear to stream these days. But we'll see. I know I say this every week. We'll see if I can get some evening mining streams in. I think that would be delightful. For now though, everyone, have an absolutely wonderful time. Thank you for coming around. Have a good week. Take care of yourselves. Drink water. Get some sleep. Grab a snack or something. Be kind to yourselves. And I'll